I'm feeling fresh. Okay, I keep my homies with me, I can never stress. Okay, I keep my Bible on me, I'm forever blessed. I done paid my tax, diamonds on my chest.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Blackmouse reacting to. It's a video my boy Tosh sent me. Where we at? Everything you need to know before your first tattoo, do's and don'ts. We're finna get started, bitch.
Alright, sit down and shut up.
Trust me.
Don't move. I have belts in the back. Sometimes it gets there, listen.
I got nervous before my hand tattoo. I thought that was going to change everything. And I went to go get my hand done, and I remember talking to my buddy. I was like, dude, I'm kind of nervous. He's like, about what? I was like, I don't know. I mean, what if I don't like the design? And he was like, have you ever seen her do something that you haven't liked? And I was like, no.
Right.
So thanks, Kelly Doty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his artist. Is that his artist?
I think sometimes people go wrong with size. Sometimes people want to start super small just because they want to see how it feels. And then some people are like, this is what I want to go big, let's do it. I don't think if you're going to go small.
Hey, before they say anything, I do want to say, I guess my opinion on that, go small and then go big. I mean, you can do that if you like really, really, really scared about some shit. For sure. Get a small one and then go bigger. But then I feel like, you know, it's trying to up it up. You get too many small ones, then I start tweaking as an artist. I like to do big work though. That's me personally.
Small, that's fine, but pick an area that is suitable for that size tattoo.
Always.
So don't stick, something that's 2.5 inches in the middle of your bicep, and then you can't do anything around it except for other small tattoos. So just think ahead.
Like, that's why I be asking people too. Like, boom, you want to get a small tat? For sure. You trying to do patchwork? We can do a bunch of stickers. Boom, 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 boom. Then kind of like what I did. Boom, just a bunch of random. Eventually, they got bigger, but it was just random and then that shade in between. That's not that fun, low key, for me as an artist.
I always like inner forearm. I think that's a great area to start your first tattoo. It does hurt towards the wrist, but it's a little bit of pain and then it's over. If it's something that you want to get for the rest of your life, good place to start. You can see it if you want. Sometimes that helps to watch the artist doing the tattoo, because then you realize, hey, it's not that bad. It kind of just looks like they're drawing on me.
And if you
don't want to look, that's fine too. Sometimes that helps people.
but that's a good place. It's not too sensitive.
I agree with that to start, only because like when I start sleeves, I like to start at the bottom of the arm so that any image that I add to it can go kind of stacked behind, instead of like if I start up here, I can't put this image like kind of like if the head were to go in front, that's not possible anymore. Whereas if I
wanted to make a comment on that. I do fuck with, I guess, that mindset. He said he likes to start from the bottom and then build stuff behind. That's kind of tough. I like to layer shit eventually, for sure, because a lot of people come to me with something they already got and be like, oh, I want to work from this. I'm like, for sure. Used to work next to it and shade off of it. Then I used to work like behind it, just kind of off of it, for real. Not necessarily behind, but now I like to like add the depth of shit to make it behind.
and here I can keep stacking up the arm.
Don't get a job.
I do not like it if you get your hands tattooed before getting a full sleeve, or your neck before you have full sleeves, because
I ain't no judge for sure, but like that is kind of interesting. That's the word I'll use. Be like, bro, what? People come in all the time, be like, yo, let me get a hand tat. I'm like, bro, for real, you ain't got no tats. And I'll run it through them, like, all right, neck tat, you sure? And so in most cases, they second guess. I had to do, be like, I want some crosses on the neck, emailed, boom, called, all right, for sure, pulled up, and then wanted him on his chest. And his job told him he couldn't get him on his neck. I'm like, yes, sir. It's funny as hell. But then another buddy wanted a hand tat, and I'm like, hey, dude, you don't have no tattoos. And pretty much I was like, nah, it was a whole skull hand. I was like, I didn't really feel like doing that one for real. Especially on like nobody who's got no tattoos. Cause like you gotta take care, you don't know how to take care of it. All the shits. Anyway, buddy goes, 2 months later, he comes back and I didn't even think about it. Or he hit me in the DMs, that's how he got in. He hit me in the DMs. I'm like, fuck it, pull up, put a deposit down. He did. I didn't know it was him, but then he did end up getting some little G. It's like a little G or some shit on his hand. He's like, bro, I wouldn't got a tat like you said, but nah, hand blasted. No, he ain't got no more tats. The fuck, yeah, only his hand though.
First, it looks a little strange because you're going to be drawn to that area, and then this is going to look so empty. Traditionally, those are the ending areas. You know, you got to fill the rest of your body, and then you're allowed to get your hands and your neck done. Partially because they used to be career killers, so a lot of times you can't get work if you have.
So the career killer mindset. So it's like, yeah, the one buddy pulled up with his neck. Do I think that they're career killers? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like. I thought about doing a skill where I like started just applying for jobs, hella tatted, bro. Just you accept me, you don't. And maybe they do, maybe they won't. But my nurses do be tatted, and my teachers.
Highly visible neck and hand tattoos, but it's become such a trend to get like finger tattoos lately, even though they don't hold. Those are usually for people that are heavily.
What did she say? Hold on.
Tattoos lately, even though they don't hold, those are usually for
Even
people that
though
are
they
heavily
don't
tattooed that
hold.
know it's gonna fall out and
They
don't
know
really
it's
care.
gonna fall
There's a
out.
lot of times
and
where
they
even
don't
for me,
care.
I did my arm.
And don't really care.
Bro, type shit. Man, I get tired of telling y'all that these finger tattoos ain't it. And I'm very picky with them shits. Be mad at me if you will. They just don't work well, bro, all the time. It don't stay, it blows out. That's what my shit looks like. This was a tattoo, then a re-tattoo, then a cover-up. And it's, but I know the deal, you feel me? And I'm still probably gonna play the game, but that's just what it is. I can appreciate the journey, if you will.
There's a lot of times where even for me, I did my arms first and then added my hand after, and there's limited space. So when a client comes to me saying, we are gonna make this a sleeve, I like to see if there's something that fits nice on the hand and then have a little room that goes up a little bit, like if part of the head of something curves up, or if it has antlers, whatever, something that curves up the arm a little bit, then you're not limited later. You can just keep adding to that, but I wanna make sure that that client is locked in to like, make sure that they're expanding off that. If it's just a hand, I don't know. I mean, like she said, traditionally you want to cover everything before you get into that.
But that's good. Like if they come with the intention, this is gonna be a whole sleeve and I'm gonna get it done immediately, you know, following.
That's our exception.
Yeah, that's cohesive. That, you know,
It's fair.
that's good.
I see that. Blast the whole sleeve straight from the hand.
I like my clients to expect the worst, just because when they're in the, not the worst, like I'm just saying, like expect it to be more painful than I hope it will be for you.
Eat a
Type
large
shit. I do be saying that. I'm like, bro, if you come in there tweaking, usually you know. If you don't, you know, I'll vibe with you. But if you tweaking, it's gonna hurt. I'm like, yeah, type shit. Or I'll keep it real. I ain't gonna be on no dickhead shit. But like, I'll keep it real. And then usually, maybe I will. Maybe you might think I'm a dickhead, but then we tatting, and then you good.
Breakfast or lunch or whatever.
Good
hurt
time
that bad.
from the appointment though.
Yeah, like not
Don't
immediately.
come in while you're digesting.
Yeah, you know, maybe like an hour or so before. And then
100%, bro. Eat. I've had enough people pass out because they ain't ate nothing or drank no water an hour before. Just like you go to the gym, eat an hour before the gym. You ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's just my theory about the gym part, but for sure.
And bring something with a lot of sugar and electrolytes. The sugar and fluids will get into your bloodstream quicker than food. So bring like soda or Gatorade, Powerade, something like that, and you could drink that during the tattoo, and that's gonna.
Sugar, something salty is a bust, and something sour is also a bust.
help you from passing out. But also, if you do feel like you're gonna get sick, tell your tattoo artist
Right away.
because
Bro, I'm gonna stop talking and let the video play because like I'm saying shit and she's finishing my sentences.
we know how to handle it. We'll lay you down and make sure that you're not gonna pass out. The first thing most people try to do is stand up and walk to the bathroom or something like that.
They'll
You
say
don't
they're
want to
okay,
stand up.
they'll play
Yeah.
it off.
Don't play
Just
it off.
tell
Please
us,
tell
to be
us it's not
honest.
embarrassing.
Right,
It's okay.
we've seen it 100 times. Even if it's just a mental thing to do something before a tattoo, that kind of tends to help. Like for me, I have this weird ritual where, like she said with sugar, I love to have a Kit Kat and a Red Bull before every single tattoo I get. I don't know why.
But you don't want the caffeine. It's not. Don't drink a bunch of caffeine before a tattoo. No, it's so bad. First of all,
I mean, it's your gauge about the caffeine part, but what I'm gonna say about that mental part, it's like just back to like tweaking out. I'll like usually just kick it to you straight on some nonchalant chill shit. You take it for what it is. You keep freaking out, or you be like, oh, this nigga tweaking, and you usually mill out. But for real, the mentality in the beginning and how you approach your tattoo do be like make or break your pass out or not type shit. Like if you first tap, boom, I've seen it too many times. If you're freaking out in your head and you're tense, everything's tense, it's all mental. You start, boom, it's probably not gonna be that great for you. I ain't gonna lie. So try to relax. I try to tell my clients to have headphones or something to vibe out. I'll be vibing.
Don't come in shaking, but
Cleanse your blood.
Yeah, if you always shaking, talking about shaking from the caffeine. If you're on that, no, yeah, bro, you gotta chill.
Yeah,
So,
don't do that.
But like I said, if you find a ritual that kind of worked for you one time, do it every time, because even if it's a mental thing that helps you sit longer, awesome.
Usually you blow it up in your head to be much worse than it is.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the time we'll start, especially with first timers, I'll do a little line so they can see how it feels. And I don't think there's anyone who I've had that was ever like, wow, that was horrible.
Right.
But most of my clients are always like, I made that so much worse in my head than it actually is. I
had same shit, but the worst, I guess someone said it felt like was, heard someone say a burning knife one time. It wasn't my experience, but someone told them that it felt like a burning knife, and I'm like, whoa, like that's so. Now I definitely use that on the scale. I'd be like, I've heard someone ever say burning knife and cat scratch. You know what I'm saying? We go from there.
feel so much better now knowing that it, how it feels.
Right.
And then they can sit through the whole tattoo. If you have been imagining this tattoo, on your ribs for the longest time, and that's where you're in love with it, get it there. Who cares about the pain? Because it's going to be over soon. You only have to live with it for that day. But the tattoo's going to be there forever. I'm just saying the pain for that day.
The best advice I can give, I actually got for my first tattoo from a friend, which was so random because we went to a shop. We were in Canada just on a trip. We were seniors in high school, and we were like, okay, let's go to Canada. And we wanted to get tattooed, so I actually raised all the money for this tattoo by asking kids in the lunchroom, hey, does anyone want to contribute? And I think I made $70 in like 2 days, which is pretty rad. And then Christmas just happened, so I was like, yeah, let's go to Canada, we got money. So we went for a little break. And the tattoo artist, I said, hey, I want to get this on my ribs, but like I'm a little nervous, what's it feel like? He just looks at me and goes, to be honest, it's like deep cat scratch. And I was like, sounds fucking terrible.
Let's
And he was
do
like,
it.
you want to do it, you want to do it.
On
And
the
I
ribs
looked at
for
my friend
sure,
Will, and he was
nigga.
like,
Cause like a cat scratch, but on the ribs, that's like one of my most painful. So like I'm gonna say deep cat scratch for Shelsky. I was gonna say, is he getting some laser removed?
dude, it's gonna be on you forever. Like, because I was debating on my shoulder. I was like, should I switch to my shoulder or something? He goes, what if you start on your shoulder and you're like, shit, I could have gotten this on my ribs. I said, dude, you're so right. So I got it on my ribs, and that was that.
That's one way.
If
Yeah, I'll see that.
you've researched an artist already and you like their work, maybe find a bunch of pictures that are specific things they did that you did like, because it helps us get in your head more.
Right.
So I mean, like we were saying about like changing things. Both of us, we're usually one client for the whole day, so that means I reserve the day for you. So if there's things that you're worried about or concerned about, we're gonna work on them then and there.
Yeah, tell us. It's
Everything's
not-
through email, but it doesn't mean that in person we can't like work with you or any
Type
concerns or fears they
Oh,
can't be
wait.
resolved.
Don't be worried about offending the artist either, unless you just straight up say, like, I absolutely hate this, it's garbage. Please don't say that. We do have feelings, but
I did have a chick. We weren't on the same level of thought, and I showed her a design. She was like, "I'm not feeling that." I was like, "Damn, alright, for sure." And we went on about it. I took it on the chin. Realistically, it was just a misplaced, butterfly. But I thought it was kind of funny.
if you are like, oh, you know what, I don't like this little leaf over here, can we turn it or take it out? That's okay.
Yep.
When you get there, any artist that
Type shit.
is respectable, if you want to change something
Section.
minor about the design, they have no problem changing it. That's how I work with my clients. I know you do the same thing. You're there to work with the artist. If you decide to change your entire concept, that's a whole different story where you'll have to rebook an appointment or something, but
Bro, rebook the appointment? I'm about to have to start doing that to y'all asses for real. Because that's what happens to me. I'm like, oh, one minor thing, no biggie. And I'm like, shit, it makes me feel bad. But I'll be like, Nah, you can't pull up and switch the whole damn thing. Yeah.
You should just go to an appointment by yourself so that you don't have the influence of other people who may not even be interested in the same style tattoo that you're looking to get.
Or even,
so their opinion doesn't really, it doesn't make a difference.
bro, not even interested in the same style. They're not you. They're not getting the tat, gang. So what? I can see if it's Mom Dukes or like someone drew it, like some shit like this, and I'm like, hey, buddy, and even then, like, bro, I gotta still make this. I know you might have drawn it, but I still gotta make this thing tattooable to some degree. But no. That little friend that be in the back, get this smaller one, cause I think that would sit down.
Who cares if they like it or not?
I don't.
And that time is supposed to be for you and the artist to communicate about this piece of work that
So we
you guys
can
are
make it.
creating.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Don't bring a whole bunch of friends. It's okay if you want,
Magic.
maybe one friend just to hold your hand, but don't let their opinion weigh on your decision of what you're going to get in your tattoo.
Inked. For sure. Everything you need to know before your tattoo is do's and don'ts. My reaction. I want to thank y'all for watching. Leave a like and comment down in the description. Let me know what you thought. Hit that subscribe button.